Help! I can't sleep. Dr. Bill Ray, DC, DACS. Dr. Ray, have you ever climbed into bed absolutely exhausted, only to stare at the ceiling for hours? Or maybe you fall asleep just fine, but then you wake up at 2 or 3 in the morning and your brain suddenly decides it's the perfect time to replay every embarrassing thing you've ever done. If that's you, you're not alone. Millions of people struggle with sleep every single night. And here's what most people don't realize. Not sleeping is usually not the problem, it's the symptom. Your brain is trying to tell you something. Today we're going to talk about why your brain can't sleep, what may be causing it, and what you can start doing naturally to improve it. And if this topic interests you, I wrote an entire book called Help! I Can't Sleep. It takes everything we're discussing today and goes much deeper, giving you practical strategies that you can actually use. So grab a cup of herbal tea, get comfortable, and let's learn how your brain really sleeps. Your brain never actually goes to sleep. Most people think sleep is simply turning the brain off. Nothing could be further from the truth. Think about the overnight cleaning crew in a large office building. When all the employees go home, the cleaning crew comes alive. They vacuum, they empty trash cans, they clean windows, they restock supplies. When everyone comes back the next morning, everything works beautifully. Your brain does exactly the same thing. While you're sleeping, it organizes memories, repairs damaged cells, balances hormones, strengthens learning, removes waste products, even cleans itself using something called the glymphatic system, your brain's overnight housekeeping service. If you don't sleep, that cleaning crew never finishes its job. Imagine never taking the garbage out of your house. Eventually, things begin to smell. That's exactly what happens inside your brain. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. People often tell me, Dr. Ray, I'm tired all the time. But fatigue isn't the biggest problem. Poor sleep affects nearly every organ in your body. Your memory begins slipping. You become more emotional. Your reaction time slows. Cravings increase. Blood sugar becomes harder to control. Blood pressure rises. Inflammation increases. Even your immune system doesn't work as well. Sleep isn't a luxury. It's one of the most powerful forms of medicine your body produces every single day. Why can't I sleep? One of the biggest mistakes people make is assuming insomnia has only one cause. Usually, it doesn't. Think of sleep like baking a cake. If you're missing one ingredient, the cake doesn't come out right. Sleep works the same way. Sometimes it's stress, sometimes anxiety, sometimes chronic pain, sometimes sleep apnea. Hormones, blood sugar swings, too much caffeine, too much alcohol. Sometimes it's several of these working together. That's why simply taking a sleeping pill doesn't always solve the problem. It may help you become unconscious, but it doesn't necessarily help your brain achieve healthy, restorative sleep. Those are two very different things. The brain was designed to follow a clock. Inside your brain is a tiny group of cells that acts like your body's master clock. It tells your body when to wake, when to sleep, when to release hormones, when to become alert. But modern life confuses that clock. Bright lights at night, phones, tablets, television, late-night work, irregular schedules. Your brain starts asking, is it daytime or nighttime? When that clock gets confused, sleep becomes much harder. Stress keeps the brain wide awake. Let's talk about stress. Imagine trying to fall asleep while someone stands next to your bed banging pots and pans. Impossible. Stress does something very similar inside your brain. When stress hormones stay elevated, your brain remains on high alert. Your heart beats faster. Your muscles stay tense. Your thoughts race. Your brain believes it needs to stay awake to protect you. The problem is, most of today's threats aren't lions. They're emails, bills, family problems, deadlines, social media. The brain reacts the same way. That's why learning to calm the nervous system is one of the most powerful sleep tools available. Natural ways to improve sleep. The good news, your brain is incredibly adaptable. Small daily habits create huge improvements. Get sunlight early in the morning. Exercise regularly. Avoid heavy meals right before bed. Reduce caffeine later in the day. Create a relaxing evening routine. Keep your bedroom cool, dark, and quiet. Put your phone away before bedtime. Practice slow breathing or meditation. Stay hydrated during the day. These aren't just nice wellness ideas, they're instructions your brain understands. When you consistently send the brain the right signals, it responds remarkably well. Sometimes you need to look deeper. Now here's something I'm especially passionate about. Sometimes people have done everything correctly and they're still exhausted. That's when we need to ask better questions. Is oxygen reaching the brain efficiently? Is sleep apnea interrupting sleep hundreds of times every night? Is chronic pain preventing deep sleep? Are blood sugar swings waking you at 3 a.m.? Is anxiety keeping your nervous system stuck in overdrive? Could inflammation be affecting brain function? These are the kinds of questions that often uncover the real reason someone isn't sleeping. Instead of simply covering up symptoms, let's understand why they're happening. That's how lasting improvement begins. Why I wrote this book. Over the years, I've spoken with thousands of patients who all ask the same question: why can't I sleep? I realized they didn't need another list of sleep tics. They needed someone to explain what was actually happening inside their brain. That's why I wrote Help I Can't Sleep. Inside the book, you'll discover how sleep actually works, the 4 stages of sleep explained simply, the hidden causes most people overlook, how poor sleep affects memory, weight, blood sugar, heart health, chronic pain, and even brain aging, natural strategies to improve sleep, and why understanding your brain is often the first step towards sleeping better. My goal wasn't to overwhelm you with medical jargon. It was to give you answers. Final thoughts. If there's one thing I hope you remember from today's video, it's this: your body isn't trying to work against you. Your brain is trying to communicate with you. Poor sleep is often a message, not a life sentence. When you understand what's happening, you can begin making meaningful changes that support better sleep and better brain health. If you'd like to learn more, visit FixMyBrainToday.com, where you'll find additional educational articles, videos, resources, and information about my books, including Help I Can't Sleep. My mission is simple: to help people understand their brains so they can improve their lives. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and click the notification bell so you won't miss future videos on sleep, memory, focus, ADHD, brain fog, healthy aging, and practical neuroscience you can actually use. I'm Dr. Bill Ray, DC, DACS. Thanks for spending these few minutes with me. Until next time, take care of your brain. Because when you take care of your brain, it takes care of you.